You know, in the world of massive construction projects and complex engineering, it's often the smallest parts that carry the biggest weight. So in this explainer, we're going to dig into what makes a fastener company a true specialist and why things like quality and compliance are, well, completely non-negotiable.
So today we're taking a closer look at a company called Andrews Fasteners. They've really built their entire reputation on trust. Let's see how their products, their processes, and some of their clever innovations really set them apart from the crowd.
All right, here's what we've got lined up. We'll start by figuring out what being a fastener specialist really means. Then we're going to dive into the certifications that are the bedrock of their business. We'll also look at their super rigorous quality testing, some cool time-saving innovations, and finally, check out the massive global projects that count on their products.
Okay, let's get right into it. What does it actually mean to be the fastener specialist? It sounds good, but what's behind it?
Well, it all starts right here, with their product range. You can see they have a heavy focus on structural bolts, the kind of stuff that's absolutely essential for steel construction. We're talking everything from standard non-preloaded bolts to the really high-strength stuff for preloading. And check this out, they also do custom parts, which means they're not just shipping boxes, they're a genuine manufacturing partner.
Now, when you're talking about any major project, there's one thing that is absolutely crucial: compliance and certification. When it comes to safety and structural integrity, there are just no shortcuts.
So, you see these letters UKCA and CE all the time. What are they? Honestly, think of them as a passport for your product. It's a legal requirement, a stamp that proves this product meets all the essential safety and performance rules for construction in the UK and Europe. If you don't have this mark, you just can't use the product. Simple as that. But it's not just about the product itself, right? The whole company's system has to be on point, and that's where these approvals come in. They've got ISO 901 for their overall quality management, which is a big deal. And this one, the National Highway Sector Scheme 3, that's absolutely critical if you want to supply parts for any highway projects.
And this slide, this is where you really see their specialty shine. They don't just have general approvals. They hold specific UKCA and CE approvals for the two main European standards for structural bolting. That means they are fully certified to supply the super high-strength bolts for the most demanding connections and also the everyday non-preloaded assemblies for general steelwork. It's incredibly focused.
Okay, so having the right paperwork is one thing, but how do you guarantee that quality day in, day out with every single batch? Let's take a look at how they actually verify the performance of their products.
You see this a lot, right? Quality is our priority. It's a big claim. So let's see the tangible steps they take to back that up. Because, you know, in this industry, a single failure just isn't an option. So that commitment has to be proven with cold, hard evidence. A huge piece of this puzzle is their in-house testing facility. This is so important. It means they're not just taking someone else's word for it. They run this whole battery of tests on every batch that comes through. They're checking everything from the exact dimensions to the material hardness, all the way to its load-bearing strength. They even test the whole assembly together to make sure the bolt, nut, and washer all work perfectly as a system.
And here's the clincher. All of this testing isn't just for show. It is meticulously documented. They provide what's called a 3.1 test certificate, which is basically like a birth certificate for each batch of fasteners. It gives you all the details, the chemical makeup, the mechanical properties, providing a complete, traceable link right from the factory floor to the construction site. It's a total guarantee of quality.
So we have certified products, we have rigorously tested products. That's fantastic. But how do you make them easier and faster to use in the real world? You know, out on a muddy, busy construction site?
It's a great question, right? How can a simple bolt save you time and money? Well, it all comes down to these really practical, almost deceptively simple innovations that solve those common everyday frustrations on site. Because a lot of time and money gets wasted on small mistakes, and that's exactly what these ideas are designed to prevent.
Okay, this slide is brilliant. Just look at the difference. On the left, you've got the nightmare scenario we've all seen on a job site. Parts all mixed up, labels that are completely unreadable after 5 minutes in the rain. It's just a recipe for errors and delays. And on the right, these simple, elegant solutions that Andrews Fasteners came up with. It's a total rethink of how fasteners get to and are used on site.
And every single one of these innovations solves a real-world problem. Color-coded bags mean a steel erector working way up high can just grab the right diameter at a glance. Stamping the size right on the bolt head, that's a final, foolproof check before you install it. And supplying them fully assembled?
That completely eliminates that maddening problem of having 1,000 bolts but only 900 nuts.
So, where does all this stuff, the certified, tested, innovative fasteners, actually end up? Let's take a look at some of the incredible global projects where they've been put to the ultimate test.
And what's amazing is the sheer range of these projects. We're not just talking about one type of construction here. It spans a huge scale, from local buildings all the way up to groundbreaking scientific experiments. It just goes to show how widespread the trust in their reliability really is.
I mean, just look at this list. These projects are a massive testament to the trust the industry places in Andrews Fasteners. Their products are holding together iconic structures like the Queensferry Crossing in Scotland, an absolute marvel of engineering. But they're also critical components in cutting-edge science at CERN and in the metro systems that move millions of people every day in cities like Seoul.
So, at the end of the day, it all boils down to this. Choosing a fastener supplier isn't just about getting the lowest price. It's about choosing a partner who provides a complete system of assurance. It's about having the confidence that lets you build bigger, better, and safer. And really, that's a foundation that's worth investing in.